So we're not going to really talk about the sweep today, but we're just going to talk about, I'm going to start standing. We're just going to make this one really easy. I'm here, I have one knee in, one leg back, kind of that T-Rex stance, stagger stance. He puts, look, the De La Riva hook in and is controlling the ankle. I want to kind of go as this is happening. I don't want him to get like all the grips and get really far into the move. So we're here, right? I'm in the pass. I see he starts bringing his foot. He starts going here. I'm going to catch. And look, I don't catch this way. I like scoop. Okay, I think maybe you make it easier. Play with that. Okay, and look, I'm low. I don't want to be tall because then it's hard to catch and it's a lot farther to fall. So as I'm here, I'm picking this up a little bit and my hand is trying to go there, my forearm. Okay, and I'm going to back sit, look. There. Then I want to slide my butt right along his thigh, look. And sit, okay? If he tries to kind of re-roll as that motion, I'm going to kick my leg a little and post. Okay, the first thing I want to do is kind of settle him down under control. Most of the time he's going to start trying to close that half guard. Right, he's here. I've come to this position now. I'm settling to this position. If the guy just leaves his legs completely open, I'm just going to step up. Okay, but in the natural flow of it, the guy's going to start to close the half guard. Okay, remember, the first thing I want to control his hips. I'm controlling his leg, and look, I'm going to put him on his back. I don't want him to be on his side. So if he's trying to stay on his side, I want to pin him. I want to flatten him out. So look, I'm controlling. Just like in some of those would pick up the elbow, now we're kind of picking up the knee, right? I'm rolling him and flattening him out. I need to have the control first. I'm sealing off his hip, okay? Once I have him under control, then I'm gonna start to like try and get my leg out. I'm moving my body up as I push his knee down, okay? I'm pushing down and moving up. And I'm gonna do it like in a lot of little steps. I can't like think it's gonna happen one big one, I get really high. I think of it like a ratchet, right? Little bit, I'm moving. I'm moving. Once I feel okay, I can step on the knee too, right? If my foot's past here, it's hard to step on the knee. Once I get a little high, I'm going to start to kick his knee, kicking his knee, moving, trying to get the foot up. Okay, bellying down. Here, look, I can go to the side control. I need something at the hip. It can be my knee, it can be my hand, or it can be my hip. Okay, so there's lots of ways to run the side control. Remember, you're blocking the hip and you're controlling the shoulders and the head. I like the gable grip, and I like to go here, sometimes I like to go here. There's lots of different ways, getting past the leg, controlling the person. Okay, so we're here. I'm in my stance, I'm low, I have the stagger stance. If I'm out here, I can set it up on my own. I'm coming in, and I'm gonna step in the center. Everyone likes to play that, right? If he doesn't want to play it, I can make him play it, look. I feed it to myself, right? Feed it to myself, sit, cover, look, I stretch, I'm keeping my balance first. The first thing I need to do is stay on top, right? I stretch, trying to keep him down. Then I'm moving to the knee. If I can keep him from closing the half guard by pushing, I can do that. Most of the time the guy's gonna close. Okay, flatten him out. Then, moving, right? I'm moving my arm up, I'm moving. This grip on the arm. Sometimes the guy likes to really fight that elbow to his side. Look, I'm going to swim and just transition to the head and go to shoulder compression. Go back. So it's like, I want this battle if I can get it. One thing that'll make it easier, my arm kind of hurts, so it's hard to do. Look over here, guys, just come this way. So, if I have to think about which grip do I want, or really which one is he gonna give me, I'm gonna take the one that's the easiest, right? If he's just being a little bit of pressure here,
Yeah,
that's all right. I'm like trying to bring my arm up. It's hard to bring my arm up when it's high in his armpit, right? There's no leverage. I scoot my arm out a little and bring it up. Okay? Here, look, I'm moving out and look, sliding a little bit, moving, sliding a little bit. If he's like powering his arm down, which happens a lot, go ahead, just like put it in that hole. There. Okay, look, swim to the head, shoulder pressure, it's totally fine. I think this is better, but sometimes I'm covering the butt, so I'll kind of try and go for that one. I prefer this one, honestly. Look. Shoulder pressure. Remember, I'm using this foot then to drive in. Okay, it's like tissue paper under my butt. I'm pushing, I don't want to be high, right? I'm just like engaged with the pressure on his face. Moving. Staying away, sorry Dave, Holly.
No, that's okay.
Moving away from him. See how my feet are on the ground, I'm bellying out and going to the side control. I can have gable grips, I can block. It's really from there what you want to run, okay? And we'll just go one for one, back and forth. All right, if I get to this, I'm gonna go to the other side.
Yeah.
I get to this position. Okay, so I'm like goal oriented. I'm not move oriented, I'm goal oriented. In this position, what's my goal? Close your half line. What's my goal?
Get your leg out.
Get my leg out, right? I'm doing all of this to get my leg out. If he just opens his legs, what do I need to get my leg out? Moving, right? Why would I keep going? It's like trying to get in your house and keep unlocking the door, even when it's unlocked, and it's unlocked, and then you're like, keep unlocking it, and then the door is now open, and you're just like, I'm trying to unlock, dude, walk through, right? So just start to think about that. I think like that's why it's better in my mind to like think about what my goal is versus like, I need to do all these steps. What I want to think is like, I want to get my leg out. Really, I can make up a lot of ways to get my leg out, right? Especially the best way for me is when he opens his legs. Why would he open his legs? It's not because he's always being lazy, it's because he wants to try and bridge me, right? I can control his ability to move. I'm controlling his hips, and he's here. Especially we're talking with some of these guys, like working for that grip. If I get the shoulder pressure, and I'm here, and Dave Holly's like death gripping my leg, who do you think is suffering more? My foot may be a little numb because it has no blood. His face, sore. Who do you think is gonna try to get out of this first? I'm not in any hurry, right? Eventually, look, I just apply more pressure. Now, look, he wants to bridge, and I step out. Okay? So then I want to talk about the shoulder pressure. I see some of you guys, you get to here. This grip, it's like, I can still have a ton of pressure. Look at my butt. Spin this way. To make pressure, I don't need to lift higher, right? Like when I say push into him, I don't mean like lift your butt high. Look, what I think about is I'm squeezing him, I'm attaching myself to him, and I'm engaging my weight onto him. I don't need to go a mile high to do that. I need to do this, look. You see, engaged? You didn't see anything, right? Because I barely moved. But Dave Holly, did you feel a difference?
Yes.
Here, look. Watch my body's relaxed. No, you don't have to be relaxed.
Okay.
Right now I'm relaxed, I'm sort of heavy, right, Dave Holly?
Yep.
Right now, here's what I see most of you guys when I say move up and be heavy or like engage or something, maybe you do this. Right? You put all your weight on it. When I put all my weight on it, who's now in control of it? You see that? Roll, Dave Holly, wiggle. Okay? When I think about it, think about this. I'm in this position, right? This is the position where I'm holding my leg. Yeah, I'm like this. And I don't, like you guys are doing this to be heavy. I'm doing this. You see my body just kind of engages and I squeeze. I take no weight on my arm, no weight on my butt, all the way up here. Look. Here, look at my butt. It's not going to come off the ground, but it's going to flex. Or like, I don't know what the word is, look. You see that? It does. That is like a little movement. Now, Dave Holly, put your hand under my butt. Bring your arm back in. My butt's still close to the floor. When you guys do this, you go like this. Bring your arm in. Right? You see? So I've got to manage that distance. It's micro adjustments, not big adjustments. So you've got to think, go slow and steady. Look, engage. It's already heavier, right? I'm moving, it's heavier.
Yep.
I'm moving, it's still heavy the whole time. Okay? Look, I'm swinging my arm around. I think this is terrible for him. He really wants you to bring it like a pass.
Yeah.
Okay? It's constant pressure. Okay? Think about not lifting high, attaching. This is hard for me to get my leg high because my leg is so long and his body is so small. Right? Sometimes this happens. He has the benefit of being Andre Galvao versus Keenan Cornelius, long guy, right? Short, stocky guy, long guy. Here, I can't get far enough out, but all I need is my knee out. Look. You see?
Nice.
Oh man.
Okay? You turn the knee down. So there's many different endings. I pick one ending, and then there's many different endings. Okay? So you're getting your knee out, you can turn your knee down. There's many. Look. I can go close. Close it up, close it up. Here, once I get the knee out, it become a little different, right? I can start to stay this side and slide it. I can go back here, go to the other side. Look, no. Okay, so let's try that. Now we've been talking about like a day like these. A lot of guys are playing that now. I think one common mistake or one thing, like way of thinking about the game is a lot of times when he's in here going like this, I'd like get in my mind that I have to be here for something, right? I forget that I don't actually have to be here. I can't, look, if I don't let it, once he gets like all the grips, it's much harder, okay? But say I'm out here, I like to stand to pass, I'm out here, I'm engaging, I'm going here. He's starting to get this, they like even, and I realize, I don't want to deal with this. Okay? When I'm at this point, I can still disengage, I can turn away. You can like turn away and re-engage. I think that gets forgotten because people get excited about dealing with what's in front of them. Like, oh, sometimes it's like the best to walk away and go back. I think of it like dating, right? You get in a fight with someone, you can stay there and yell at them for like 5 hours, and then you're in the same fight, maybe a worse fight, right? Or I can be like, let me take a break from you. Okay, I formulated my plan. Now I'm going to argue with you because it's on my terms, right? It's that. I'm going to argue with you on your terms when you're winning? Of course not. I want to break up with you, and then I'm going to come back when you miss me. And re-engage, right? So I'm here.
Taking notes.
He's here, look. Kick out. Now I'm thinking, now I get to decide how I engage the battle again.
Yes.
I'm here, I'm walking in, and I've pretty much passed one win. I've passed one win for like 8 years. Okay? So I'm here, I'm low, I don't want to be high, because I see sometimes like, oh, that's really hard to touch them. Well, bend down, right? I'm in my good stance. I'm tilting. Now, I don't want to use my arms just to tilt his legs, because I'm probably not going to win. I'm just starting the tilt with the legs. Tilting to the side, right, with my hands, and then look, I'm trying to situate my shoulder and my chest here. Okay, and I'm collapsing. As I'm doing that, I'm going to feed the hand. Okay, people call it the weave, I call it the leg lace, I think of it like a spook. I used to play bike polo, and when I was not very good, because I'm not good at riding bikes, so I would crash into people a lot, and sometimes I would stick my polo stick in their spokes. Right? It's the same thing, look. Right now it like kills his leg. So look, I'm doing this, pushing, feeding, collapsing, and collecting the legs. Okay? So look. I'm here. I'm dealing with the legs. The bottom hand deals with this leg, forward movement. The elbow behind deals with backwards movement of this leg. Move your leg back. You see that kind of movement? Put it back. Elbow. Move your leg back. Harder, right? Now, my shoulder's on top like by the IT band, above the knee, but not by his hip. And my head deals with this. So now it's hard for him to move. The one way I think guys do move here on me is they push my face and they put their toes on the ground and hit the seat. This thing, right? Look, I'm going to chase and grab the feet and control the position. Okay, so now this is locked up. It doesn't need to be fast, right? I'm just being nice and tight. Okay, I'm holding, trying to get the skate, try and move. My weight's on him, I'm just focusing on staying connected. Okay? My weight's not on the ground, it's pushing through my feet just into his legs. I'm chasing, and then look, I'm running the corner trying to get past his leg. Really, I can go either way. I can go to the back, or I can go to the front. Right now we're talking about going to the front. Look, steamrolling with my head. Look, I'm driving off my feet. Lacing the leg, and coming to this leg. Okay? Here, you just take out, good to go, okay? So, he does all this annoying stuff. Disengage, re-engage, I'm low. Here, look, I'm starting the tilt. You see how I start to walk? Collapse, control. Look, I'm driving actively on my toes, not like this, right? I immediately get really light. Bear crawling, look at it. You see my face? Here, if he tries to touch me with his hand, he tries to control. Look. Okay, grab my sleeve. All right, lots of smushing. Okay, so I'm here, and so I get to this position. Now, what's this hand doing? It's doing, generally this guy is fighting this gap, right? He doesn't want me to pass, he's fighting this gap, okay? He can sometimes grab. If he's not doing anything, I'm reaching for the head. Here, I'm reaching for the collar, okay? I'm trying to complete like this circular motion. here. So I'm trying to get you here and then stretch it. One thing I'm noticing when we're talking about the face, right? I'll smush with your face. Remember, I said your face, not the top of your head or your back of your head. Because if I do this part of my head, look, I start going in this hole. Really terrible for me. Okay, so I use like my forehead and then my face, but I don't stay up on my face. I'm trying to get to side control for my chest, right? So remember, okay, look, I'm just sliding. Okay, don't, I see a couple of you guys like you're pushing and then you end up like this. Oh man.
Yeah.
Most of the time not good to put your head in holes. When I'm here, this first position, the lace position to me is like important that I collect everything and keep it tight. Then I'm always just obsessing about no space here, and that gives me the ability to do everything else. Okay? If I compromise space here, it's always going to be compromised, and I always need to go and check. Go and check. Go and check. Oh, it's feeling loose. I need to readjust and check. I need to check again. It's super annoying, right? But if I don't check, he's going to go to my back, he's going to get out, and then I'm going to have to deal with something else. So I might as well just keep this tight. So look, when I'm tilting, remember, I want to be more down here versus up here. It's a big difference because if I push here, open your knees, stay forward. Like clamshells.
Oh, yeah.
Make sense? Mm-hmm. Now look, same open. Different, right?
Big time.
Okay? So if I put my shoulder here, he's going to open clamshell, right? So my shoulder's behind, and my shoulder, when it's behind, it goes in this gap. Open your knees. Look, all my weight, open your knees. It's still not very good, right? Now watch. If I put the actual point of my shoulder on his joint, on his bone, versus in the dead space. So look, one thing I think I do, I tilt, I put my shoulder right there, and I'm going here, but if he tries to bring this knee out a little bit, he'll just bring it that much and my move is messed up. Right? Look, collect. Push it back in. Now Dave Holly, does this feel better?
Yeah, it feels way more tight, and I can't open.
Okay, and then, why will I grab the feet? The only reason I ever grab the feet, well, not most of the time, is when he starts to put them on the ground and give me a problem with them. Right now, I'm not really worried about the feet because I have a wide open to the front. I would never backtrack and collect. I would only collect the feet if start to hip escape. Now he's giving me problems with the feet. Now I deal with the feet. Okay? And all the time, every time he's moving, you feel my pressure get lighter, right?
Yeah,
So every time he makes a move, I fundamentally need to go back and check that my move is still okay. Right? Go back and check to make sure Dave Holly didn't ruin what I did. Because that's his job, ruin everything I do. Here, he moves a little. Here, I'm chasing. Oh God, my shoulder's messing up. Right, I'm chasing here. And I'm just trending in a circle.
Yep.
Okay? If I lose control here, I do this to people all the time. Come here. Run your pass. He's a little light, be like halfway crappy.
Okay.
Well, now you're ruining the run. That way, no, be crappy the other way. If he's crappy that way, I'm going to triangle it.
Okay. Here?
Be crappy in whatever way. Right now, I'm still going to do the same thing.
Okay.
Triangle.
Yep.
You see what? You guys, you see how? Okay, so look. Before, every time he didn't block this leg, I know what I'm going to do. Triangle.
Yep.
Okay, now, he didn't even know what he was doing, right? Now he go here, and he's like, oh, I'm going to beat her on that one, but he kind of forget about this one a little bit. And he starts going, and I'm doing this, and then look. Take it back. Right, so I have like, every way he leaves a piece out, I already have like, if he doesn't come here, I'm going to do this. If he doesn't come here, I'm going to do that. If he doesn't worry about my feet, I'm going to push his face and do this. So I'm constantly throwing all these things at him. And he needs to process and counter them. And I'm hoping that I'm going to do better. Okay? The best thing he can do is worry about everything all the time. Be like hypersensitive, agoraphobic. I can't actually move because I'm constantly double checking. Right? Those guys who move really slow and you're like, oh God. That's what you need to be like. If you leave little gaps, people will bait you. Oh, I'm just going to move. I'm just waiting for you to mess up. Bam. So you have to be hyper aware. So.